Good morning and welcome to Coffee and the Word. Yesterday we started talking about the heart and how to guard the heart and what I forgot what I talked about yesterday. I had a brain freeze. Okay, so let's start over. Good morning and welcome to Coffee and the Word. Yesterday we started talking about the heart, and today I want to talk to you about a passage that I think most of you have heard, and I think is a passage that oftentimes gets abused, I think is a good way to say it. And it comes from the 37th Psalm. Here's what it says. Take delight in the Lord, and he will give you the desires of your heart. And I've heard people use this verse in a lot of ways, but let me tell you the way this verse shouldn't be used. If you'll just believe in God, he'll give you anything you want. It's almost like it's a sales pitch, right? Give your life over to God, and then you'll have all the money in the world. Give your life over to God, and you'll have all the health in the world. Give your life over to God, and he'll get, so on and so forth. There's a real problem with that position because it becomes a position that would cause you to be God's God. Does that make sense? Like, delight in the Lord, he'll give you whatever you want. In other words, God, I need a new car. Or God, I need and I'm not saying that God doesn't bless us. I certainly believe that he does. I'm saying that I don't believe that this passage is telling you that if you just give your life over to God, that he will give you everything your little heart desires. That wouldn't even be good parenting. And it certainly isn't how God determines it. In fact, there are things that God gives us that we don't think we want a lot because it's what we need. But I want to give you a little context of what I don't want to just talk about what this verse doesn't mean. I want to talk about what this verse means. And so this verse means, well, first, look at the first part. Take delight in the Lord. And I want you to understand what delight means. Delight is a heart thing, right? It's where you come to the conclusion that you desire the Lord. You desire that relationship I talked about yesterday. And so once you do that, once your passion is in the Lord, he'll give you the desires of your heart. There's a couple of passages I think about in the New Testament that really harness this concept. And one of those passages is in the Sermon on the Mount. And he says this, blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they shall be filled. That's kind of what this passage is saying. This passage is saying, take delight in the Lord and he'll give you the desires of your heart. In other words, this is really better news than what a lot of people read this verse to mean. It literally means that if you want to know God, he'll let you. He'll give that to you. If you want to pursue righteousness, if you hunger and thirst for righteousness, he'll give you that. If you want to have an intimate, valuable relationship with the Creator of the heavens and the earth, you'll get that. And Jesus says the same thing. But there's another aspect of this. And Jesus talks about it also. He says, seek first the kingdom of heaven and his righteousness, and all these other things will be added to you. And he was talking about that in context of worry. And so he says, look, you're worried about all the stuff. I'm telling you, the answer you're looking for is to just focus on me and my kingdom. When we talk about guarding our hearts, and we talk about the heart, and the heart being the wellspring of life and the center of everything, and everything that we do flows from the heart, this passage is telling us where we need to focus our heart. And then I ended yesterday's with this concept, which is take delight in the Lord. There's so much to that. Take delight in the Lord. Take delight in what the Lord has said. Take delight in what the Lord has done. Take delight in who the Lord is. Take delight in the Lord, and he will give you the desires of your heart. It is a powerfully beautiful passage, but it also can be one that is misunderstood and misrepresented. Take delight in the Lord, and he will give you the desires of your heart. I want you to ruminate on that for a little bit. Do you delight in the Lord, or do you delight in the things you think he can give you? Do you delight in the Lord, or do you delight in the health he can bring you? Do you delight in the Lord, or do you delight in the wealth he can bring you? To take delight in the Lord, you have to know him. And so go spend some time knowing him. He promises that he'll give you everything you need, that he'll work things out for the good of those who love him and are called according to his purpose, that he'll make you more than a conqueror, that he will give you the victory. Like, there are tons of promises in scriptures. Go find out. Just go taste and see that the Lord is good. Anyway, I hope you have a wonderful Wednesday. I want to again invite you. Tonight we have our Fellowship Wednesday. Basically, Fellowship Wednesday is a time for us to come together, get to know one another, spend some time eating and fellowshipping and talking about the Word of God. So I hope you'll come join us for that. We also have youth and children's classes. That's tonight at 7 o'clock. All are welcome. God bless you. Hope you have a wonderful Wednesday. This has been another edition of Coffee and the Word.